Hello, I'm Pam Schmidt, chemical minimalist. I love helping people reduce toxins in their everyday life. So, we are looking at some gift ideas for the holidays. And today we're covering low tox ideas for the home. And this one's going to be a little bit short, but it's important for the holidays. When we are thinking about things for the home, quite often during the holidays, we are burning a lot of candles. It just is the old romantic thought of what Christmas is about. Well, when we're burning candles, we are risking the exposure to toxic heavy metals, mercury, lead, chromium, cadmium, or arsenic. Maybe not all of those, but some of those are going to potentially be in our candles. And the less expensive the candles, the greater the risk. Risks with toxic heavy metal exposure will be issues, fatigue, brain fog, mood changes, depression, joint pain, blood pressure, either raising it or lowering it, neurological problems like headaches, depression, emotional challenges, and autoimmune problems. Now, I want to bring out to you while we're talking about this that heavy metal poisoning can occur in the workplace, but it can happen in the home. We can get heavy metal exposure through water that's been exposed to the heavy metals. And now think of a candle you're burning and stuff is getting disseminated into the room. If you have an open glass of water just sitting there, guess what? Eventually could get into the water and then you drink it. It can, you can get toxic heavy metal exposure through paints and foods and medicines and all of that too. But let's look at it with candles. Okay, we're going to move on. Something else that candles risk exposure with are phthalates. This is the everywhere chemical. It manages to show up in the food, in the soil, in our bodies, in the air, and all of that. So phthalates are plasticizers. They make things more flexible with plastic. They also help with fragrance in making the fragrance last longer. Do candles offer you fragrance? Yes. So if it's the wrong kind of fragrance, an artificial fragrance, you're going to be running the risk of phthalate exposure. These risks are it causes a greater release of testosterone, men and women, and it alters thyroid function, affects fertility. It's linked to higher rates of ADHD among children. It's linked to higher rates of antisocial behavior in children. Maternal or mother's exposure to these phthalates is linked to birth defects of the penis and testicles in the unborn child. It increases the risk of testicular and prostate cancers. I trip on that every time, and increases the risk for heart disease and early death. I want to move my little screen and I want to bring to mind that we get exposures to phthalates with candles because of the fragrance factor. All right. Now I'm going to move on. And I also want to, there we go, low tox for the home. I want to bring to your attention, quite often candles have wicks that involve lead. And again, when you're burning it, this becomes microscopic and it goes up into the air and it's there for us to breathe. It comes down on the floor where babies are crawling. It could get into our food through airborne methods. So besides the lead, you also need to know that burning candles has potentially hazardous chemicals such as formaldehyde. I never say this one right. Acetaldehyde, something like that, and acrolein. And these are all toxic chemicals. And many synthetic chemical fragrances are petroleum based. Again, we do not want petroleum on in our bodies at all. So this can be harmful to our health. And chemicals found in fragrances include the phthalates, which we discussed. And so now we're going to look at some healthy low tox options. on the far left, you see the AromaTru Plus Aromatherapy Waterless Nebulizing Oil Diffuser. And if you want the fragrance in your home, you can eliminate the candles, and you can do this with quality essential oils, not just your $4 bottle at the grocery store, because there's probably fillers and other things added to that bottle of orange. It's not just orange, it's got other things in it. So get a quality brand. I like doTERRA, but there are other very healthy brands that are pure oil, whatever it says it is. So if you're using the oil and you're putting it in this diffuser, this one is waterless. So it's going to put the pure oil into the air, yes, in microscopic amounts. However, it's much healthier for your body to intake orange oil, tangerine oil, Siberian fir oil than it is these phthalates and these synthetic fragrances. There are also essential oil diffusers that use water, and so it would be putting a fine mist into the air. So my favorite combination for the holidays for the essential oils is to have Siberian fir combined with tangerine. Oh my gosh, it's just a wonderful fragrance. And then we've got some real candles if you're still wanting to use those. The middle one is the Fontana Candle Company. They have many fragrances. This one is citrus, peel, and pine, and it's lightly scented. It's made with beeswax, coconut oil, and essential oil. It has a wood wick. All right, so that's a score all the way along. And on the far right is Meaningful Mantras. This one is Snickerdoodle Cookie. So this is an aromatherapy type candle, and they have many other fragrances. I will include the links for these down below. They are my affiliate links, but it shouldn't raise the price or affect the price at all for you. And I hope that will bring you some non-tox, low tox options for the home. What's next? Well, I recommend that you check out my class called Parasite Protocol Welcome Kit. And here is the link for it. And it is a good way to really clean up your insides. This might be something that you do right now to get you through the holidays, but you might also save it. You might get it now and save it for this new year that we're facing. I hope you have a great day, and please check out my other videos for gift ideas. See you later.